Hi, Steve Clifford from Sheehy Toyota of Fredericksburg and Stafford, Virginia. Visit them at sheehy.com. Today, I'm going to talk about a feature that is really nice and useful, but very easily misunderstood, and that is the lane departure alert or the lane tracing assist. Part of the problem is that Toyota has changed some of the wording of what they call these things. And what they call sway control it varies. If you ask me, if somebody were to ask me about sway control, I would start talking about a trailering feature and not anything that has to do with what we're going to talk about today. What I'm going to talk about today is also a little bit confusing in the owner's manual. So let's get into this. So what I'm talking about is this little button here. What does this thing do? Well, it kind of depends what you're doing. So I'm going to dive into the menus here, and I'm going to go over to the settings, and this first one here where it says LTA, that says lane tracing assist. Now what's weird about that, lane tracing assist is supposed to only be active when you have set a speed on your cruise control. It can help center you in the lane. But Toyota kind of changed some of the functions of that and how it works. So I'm going to show you how it currently works, at least in a 2024 RAV4. So when it says lane tracing assist, the LTA, we're going to push and hold for detailed settings. And we're going to see that the factory default is for lane centering to be off and sway warning is on. So that's how the LTA is set up. Now, I'm going to take this car for a drive and show you what that means under a couple of different conditions. So let's give that a try next. Okay, so first I'm going to show you, I'm going to get up to speed. I'm going to be doing over 30 miles an hour. I think it's 32 is what you're supposed to be going over. And now if I drift out of my lane, nothing is going to happen except I'm going to irritate the guy behind me. But if I hit this little button here, that is going to activate the lane tracing assist. And you're going to see there's two little icons that just showed up here. Now, if I drift out of my lane, the car beeps at me, and what you couldn't see is that the steering wheel just gave me a little bit of a tug. Not anything violent, just a mild tug to let me know, hey, you're drifting out of your lane. Now, if I use my turn signal, it will not beep and it won't do that. So that's the first way that the sway control, well, the lane keep assist or whatever they're calling it now, that's how it works now. All right, the next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna set a speed in the cruise control. Hit set, I'm doing 53, and I still have full control of the car. Okay, beeped at me. Again, just a mild vibration on the steering wheel, but nothing else. I am in full control. I'm doing nothing else. But next, I'm gonna pull over and dive into the settings and change some things and show you what happened. Okay, so let's get into the settings. And I'm not driving now, I'm stopped. All right, so push and hold that. We're gonna drop down and we're going to turn the lane centering is now active. Now, that will not change anything if we're not using cruise control, but I'm going to show you what it does in cruise control next. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and set a speed. I'm going to hit set, doing 49. Now what's happening is it's really hard to show this, but this car is actively centering me in the lane. I'm not really doing it. It's finding the lane and it's trying to keep me dead center in the middle. This is a really nice feature on a longer trip. Oh, hold the steering wheel. If it senses that you let go of the steering wheel or not holding it firmly enough, it will take away that feature. But right now, it is putting small little inputs into the steering wheel and holding me centered. Now you notice those little blue lights on the side tells me that the lane centering feature is on and active and it's doing its job. Right now it is turning the steering wheel as I'm going through this mild corner. So that is the lane centering feature of the lane trace Yeah, LTA, lane trace assist. So it's tracing the lane for me. It does not do this when you don't have a speed set in cruise control. So keep that in mind. So it's a weird feature. It's a function that it changes how it operates and how it behaves based on whether or not you have a speed set in cruise control and how you have set up your settings in the LTA portion of the menu. So I hope this makes sense, and I hope this helps you better understand how the lane trace assist, the lane departure alert, the sway warnings, and all of that are functioning in your new Toyota. By the way, a lot of people will find that on curvy back roads, this thing will start yelling at them constantly. And the easy way to stop that, just turn it off. Hit this little button. Once those lights go out up here, then it's not on. You get to a section of road that is not curvy, and then you can turn it back on. But yeah, people who live out in rural back road areas tend to keep that off kind of on a regular basis. So, I'm Steve Clifford. I hope this has been helpful. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel. It helps drive more people to this channel. Thanks for watching.